Good afternoon. This is Darnelda Seegers, Mayor of the District of Sechelt. It is March 20th, 2020, and it is about 20 minutes to 5. Today, there have been an increase in 77 COVID-19 positive cases in British Columbia, which brings us to 348 in BC, and an increase to 200 cases in the Vancouver Coastal Health Region. While there are confirmed cases of COVID-19 on the Sunshine Coast, there are no confirmed cases of community transmission of the disease on the Sunshine Coast. Local news: BC ferries continue to run on schedule, but with no meal services, no boarding passes needed, and drivers can stay in their cars. Food and drink will only be available from vending machines. There is a change to BC Transit on the Sunshine Coast. Transit customers are asked to board using the rear door of the bus to enhance social distancing for drivers and passengers. Accessibility boarding is still available through the front door. We will no longer be collecting fares at this time on BC Transit on the Sunshine Coast. That means it is free to ride the bus. The Rcmp is fully staffed with Rcmp members, but short on administration staff. The Gibson's office and the Sechelt office now are closed for counter service. Citizens with inquiries should phone the non-emergency number. That's 604-885-2266. BC Ambulance is fully staffed and responding. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Vancouver Coastal Health holds a conference call with the mayors and chairs and the chief in their area. And then they give us an update. So here's some of the information they shared today. Each province across Canada is in a different place on the curve of this disease. And so each province is putting in place different measures to deal with where they are on that curve. They indicated that in Vancouver Coastal Health in BC, we will see many more cases coming forward in the next couple of weeks. While the social distancing in the majority of the cases is working, we still have some people who aren't doing that, but while social distancing may be working, it does take some time for cases to show up. So we know that we will have more cases showing up in the next couple of weeks. A couple of changes you will see if you go to any of the local health facilities. The frontline workers, those who are going to be in touch with or in contact with lots of people coming through the door, will be wearing surgical masks and face shields to protect their health. What else? Particularly long-term care sites, but also our hospital sites, we will be seeing enhanced, a greater degree of controlled access. So watch for that as well. One of the things they mentioned is that having the other countries who are much further along with the progression of this disease as models to look at, we've actually have the time now to do some of that planning. And so we are implementing some of the learnings from some of those other countries. For example, they are looking at business continuity planning. In case of reduced staffing, if our healthcare workers get sick, how do we continue to provide the services with potentially 35 to 40% less staff? So they're looking at that, they're looking at implementing that. They're also doing things like education. How do you put on and take off the PPE whatever to protect the health of all of the workers? One other thing, talking about testing. Every Friday on the 3 o'clock call, so 3 o'clock, Bonnie Henry and Adrian Dix are on CTV live and provide some information, some of what I'm sharing with you. Today they indicated the number of tests that are done in BC, and they said to date, 17,912 individuals have been tested. So, District of Sechelt, what are we seeing here? Many small businesses have closed their doors. I want to say thank you for what you're doing, not only for yourselves, but for the community. We know that this is a hardship for you and for your employees. For those businesses who have not closed, please put in place processes and procedures to maintain the physical distance between customers who are coming to shop with you, please set it up so that there is 6 feet between each of the customers, and also could be concerned about the health of your checkout people, for example, people on the floor. Final thing, for all District of Sechelt residents, all residents up and down the coast, to flatten the curve, we are encouraging you to stay home. Stay home. Wash your hands. If you have to go out for groceries or to work, do what you need to do, but otherwise, stay home. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back to talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.